Ding dong, bing bong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I sat up still half asleep and rubbed my eyes till I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered and I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. Better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. Figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late. Yo. Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well,
My apologies,
hello.
ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little bit longer than usual. We're the type's more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. Finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late?
Yo!
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope. Got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They kind of move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, are we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late.
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I get the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. That speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It had been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. I gave it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's the sheath for the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There are slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I had saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself into my brain. And then, everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's not the time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Ugh. Are you okay? So it wasn't a dream. What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is.
Just give
You
up.
can check once, twice, or 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man.
Why?
What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in a gym like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed her.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey.
Unless someone violates school regulation, I absolutely and will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the bear times one rule.
But
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? It's amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold
Hey,
on.
hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super naive.
Come on
Devilishly
now.
naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
then perhaps.
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words.
Bingo. It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which actually means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has been taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it's been a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder, and they and the spotless students will engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution.
What the fuck?
You gotta love it. All right. So once we get to a break spot, I'm gonna use I'll use the restroom. Then I'll come back and we'll finish this off. But I gotta get to a point where we can first save, so I can do that, because I don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger like this right here.
what?
And by execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I mean, it'd be like that, Ryan. I'm sorry. So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed.
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But to judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean by why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What, are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
How are you talking?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say what you want, I'm not going to be part of this.
I
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
I don't, yeah. I mean, Ryan, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spears inside her, so I mean, yeah.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't. This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Oh, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I've ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She'd died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It was no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventful end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it the Monokuma file.
Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance scan has picked up the whole thing and I got to see it all go down. So then you know who killed Sayaka. Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. Judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Okay, anyways. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us with a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. Thank you. But there's more to it than that. It's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now is no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose faith in each other. That would lead us to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words.
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not, who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talking about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just, how many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you'll only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that same sentiment. We're just using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay. Kyoko's all mine. Back off. Junko's dead body. Look at that shit. She got fucking killed. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real? Hell no, someone save me. Somebody help me. No. Kyoko's all mine, dude. All mine. That's all me. Hey. Hey, don't make fun of Don't make fun of Hiro. He's trying, bro. He was trying to block out the negativity the whole time. We love Hiro though. He's great.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Yeah, no kidding. My wifey.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about searching the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not? Hang on, Jack.
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what is the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense. With the two of them, with their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
but
Still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Love her so much. Do. Talk to Mondo.
Huh?
This really happening?
Don't fuck with
Screw that piece of shit bear. Facts. We'll talk to Hiro. How you doing, buddy? Come on, man. Oh, poor guy. Sakura. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Hey, just as always, right? Oh, Hifumi. Consciousness has crushed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. She must be shocked and can't even open her mouth to talk. Oh, poor Chihiro, though.
what should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... Ugh. Poor... I feel bad for everybody. Besides the killer.
What the heck?
I hate this, but we still don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead. Facts. Celeste.
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died. She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah.
What? She's right.
Eh?
Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had gone a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then,
Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect the clues to form a foundation, then conduct an argument to come to a final decision. If you get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, and he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is
It was you. I'm telling you it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
so.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. I'm not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever, I don't think anyone else was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Oh my god. Wait, don't go yet, you have to hear me out. But it was pointless, everyone had already left. And their parting looks had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically the right wrist to appear to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother of Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem to be prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Don't break Rule 34, you naughty. You're a spoiler pot, so I only feel bad for who I feel bad for. Oh my god. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Damn, that's unfortunate. That really is so sad. Ryan, don't make me send you to your room. Can I use the map? Can I teleport? Nope. I have to walk my happy ass there. Hooray. I should head into the same with my crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Now, looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. So I could see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, that handle is especially missing a lot. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section. Take a look at the sheath. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, sword had been taken out, so it's just not the sheath. But, there's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. Heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section. Let's look at the... Can I look at the trash can, please? Nope. Okay, the table. There are scratches and gouges on my walls in my bed. Is that the evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right here in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would have not been possible. Don't you remember? All our rooms are completely soundproof. So, something can happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you can know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, I think... Did we look at the scratches yet? I think we did. Yep. Yep, we looked through all that. Let's talk to Mondo.
By the way.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, it's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand at a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. If I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if I was the girl and that did it? Was the girl that did it? That's, I'll get sorted out when the time comes. Annie, stop. Annie. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
God, she's so cute. Fuck. I love her. Fuck Mondo. Damn. Sakura's the big buff chick.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but it seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so, but why? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
As I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I noticed something a while I was looking around before. Looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Is it Sayaka or the killer?
Well?
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I guess it's time to go in the bathroom. I should look around here first. Check other spots later. God damn it. Oh, the bed? That's the bed count too. What the hell happened here? Okay, the bed. I checked. Come on. It's the display stand the sword was on. Yes, check. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't touched it and had any reason to open it. I can't imagine a situation where I need a toolkit.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo,
What?
we ain't exactly in the mood to be
What?
building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, is that everything now? Jesus. Ah! What have I not checked? Surveillance camera, the mastermind must be using it to keep an eye on everything. That's sad. As fuck. Trying to remember what else needs to be, like, checked.
Hey,
Just like Smith, there's something very unusual about your room. When you agree. Alright, you went through that.
By the way. Yo.
Okay. Alright, took care of that. Trying to think what else. Fuck, how spell, what? I don't have a score bunny no more. Goofy. Oof, rip. Okay, yeah, my name it must be my review. If I remember correctly. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. We had to trade keys. We switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka had my key in here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Sayaka had forgotten to lock the door. Seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka wasn't in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how would the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the Truth Bullets. Can I now check the fucking bathroom? Bathroom. And on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Okay, so obviously told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now is not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. The sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? Definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery on their wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but the palm of both of her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to Truth Bullets. That stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she already been killed? It's very possible she broke her right wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her into the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay, obviously we're gonna look at that. Like past Sayaka on the wall behind her, there I saw. What? Written in blood were the numbers 11-11037. Did Sayaka do this? Okay. Okay, I think that's all I can get from the bathroom, I guess. Okay.
It would seem.
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, the most likely Sayaka's dying message. Talk about the bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? The numbers, Mason. 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So.
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, this case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. No idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message had been added to truth bullets. Sounded like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better than ask the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's another thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice. Well, just trying to close the bathroom door. I'm sure you see it right away what I'm talking about. Did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Okay. Investigation time. Oh yeah, the bathroom door. I have to check it again. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? I know exactly why now. Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious it was unintentional. Unintentional? Why would someone want to do that? Guess it maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. And that bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. They apparently struck with a sudden realization. She shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you ever tell anyone about that? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I get the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. Oh. If it was the pervy hamster boy, he definitely must be executed. I killed her. Okay, shut up. Is this game on PlayStation? Yes. You can buy 1 and 2 on PlayStation, I believe. She rejected me when I asked her out, even though I really shrimp for Allie. Oof. You did not. I swear to God, Ryan, if you did. Did you really? Oh my lord, I hate it here. You actually changed your picture to Sayaka. I fucking hate it here. Okay, Anthrax, I'm gonna ask you to get down, buddy. I love you. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Start looking to where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are other areas worth checking out too. I should see what everyone else thinks if they'll even talk to me, that is. Out of the bedroom we go. Alright, let's go to the dining area, because obviously it was a knife. Going in the dining area.